A vote critical to Louisiana's coastal restoration and flood protection is expected on Capitol Hill tomorrow. A Senate committee is set to take the first vote on the Restore the Gulf Coast Act, which should or would send billions to states hit by BP's oil spill. Sabrina Wilson reports local officials will be in Washington as the vote is taken.
Well, you're looking at the water where that's at now, and when the storms come, it's up here.
In lower Jefferson Parish, people know what it's like to be vulnerable.
When a hurricane comes, it's there. Nothing to stop it. So we don't have no kind of protection.
Tropical Storm Lee proved that.
Had 20 inches of water in my house.
Lafitte, Barataria, and Crown Point are outside of the hurricane protection system. What happens on Capitol Hill Wednesday could be the start of a remedy.
It can't get much worse. We're at a point now that they need to do something for us to exist.
A Senate panel is to vote on legislation dedicating 80% of the BP fines for the catastrophic Gulf oil spill to restoring the Gulf Coast. We spoke to Mayor Tim Kerner as he was preparing to fly to Washington.
The water gets on us so much faster.
A strong coastline provides a buffer from storms.
As powerful as Betsy was and as much as a direct hit it was, it didn't flood Lafitte like even Tropical Storm Lee did, and that's because of the coastal erosion has eroded all of our horizontal levee protection with the wetlands and marshes. So.
Senators Mary Landrieu and David Vitter are leading the fight to have exposed coastal areas benefit from the BP money.
It would be a real shot in the arm for so many projects that we have planned but yet no money to fund them.
The fines, Landrieu says, could reach $10 billion plus.
Marshes, cypress swamps need to be redeveloped and rebuilt.
And some of the money in question could be put to use to help communities like Lafitte and Barataria get true hurricane flood protection.
And they need to build levees, real levees.
I don't know how much more the people could take. There's so much money they spent on right north of us and on protecting the rest of the West Bank and left Lafitte, Barataria, and Crown Point out, so I think it's important that we go up there and plead our case.
In D.C., Parish President John Young will press the Corps on behalf of Crown Point, Lafitte, and Barataria.
Ring levees, and also maybe looking for some additional money so that we can elevate the homes.
If I could, I'd tell them we need all the money they can give us.
Because life in coastal communities means living on edge. I'm Sabrina Wilson, Fox 8 News.
Senator Landrieu believes there is strong bipartisan support in the Senate for the legislation. She says Congressman Steve Scalise is drumming up support for it on the House side.